Now, while we're talking about enemies of the state, let's talk about the enemies within. There's this big debate over the green card thing. I got a green card, so I can disrupt. No. This is about Mahmoud Khalil. He's a green card holder that is now facing being deported because he is a guy sowing the seeds of dissent, of violence. He is the guy who was responsible for much of the bad stuff that was happening at Columbia University. And now Trump, he's going in with immigration and ICE, and he just hates everybody that's different. No, that's not what's happening here. This guy is not a citizen. Not a citizen. He was leading the protest, really violent, awful, ugly, anti-Semitic protest at Columbia University. Not just anti-Semitic, but leaning towards the whole Islam is great, we should have Sharia law kind of ideas. This cannot be tolerated here in America. He holds a green card. What is that? That is a ticket, a golden ticket to live and work in America. But just like Willy Wonka, you can be ejected from the tour of the chocolate factory at any time. There's some fine print there that you might want to take half glasses and read half the contract like they did in Willy. It's not a passport. It's not citizenship. So let's look at this. You're handed a guest pass to the greatest estate on earth. Okay? The greatest estate ever built. Marble floors, golden chandeliers. It's the greatest. Nobody thought it could ever be this great, but it is. The view that stretches on forever and ever. And you've been invited to come and sit at the table. Have some wine, build a life. But you don't own the deed. The owners are being very, very generous. And they said, stay as long as you want. Now, honor the house. You got to live by the rules. Honor the house. So you've been invited to sit at this table, eat your fill, live like you're somebody that is part of the family, but then you start smashing the windows. You start, whispering to other members in the house about, this place is bad. This place has got to go. We should torch the place. How long before that key is snatched from your hand by the owner? And who in their right mind would say, you can't take the key from him? No one. If you're a family member, if you care about the house, no one would say, Dad, you're being a little unreasonable. He was only trying to torch the kitchen and the guest wing. No. He's a guest. And that's where we are with this guy and so many others. Every green card holder that mistakes privilege for a birthright, you're in for a surprise. There's a new sheriff in town. He's great. We love him. It's a revocable lease. That's what that is. It's not a title. You're not Lord of the Manor. He's got a revocable lease with you. And here we are today. We're all like, I don't know this. I mean, he should be able to sow chaos and terror and spread all the anti-American seeds he wants. No, he cannot. Here's why. A green card will make you a permanent resident. Legal. But not a citizen. You don't vote. You don't sit on juries. By the way, those two things are responsibilities, not rights. So you have no responsibilities as a citizen, which means you have no rights as a citizen. And if you step out of line, you get sent back. The Constitution wraps its arms around citizens, freedom of speech, assembly, all of that. Non-citizens? No, There's an embrace there, but it's very, very, very loose. Supreme Court made a rule back in 1893 when I was just a kid with Fong Yu Ting. Oh, wait until you hear the story of Fong Yu Ting. Very exciting case. Back in my day in 1893, there was this young whippersnapper called Fong Yu Ting. And his case was taken to the Supreme Court. I won't bore you with all the details because I was too bored to really read them. But I do know that the outcome is Congress can deport non-citizens at will. There is no right to stay here. Doesn't exist. You break the law, you threaten the nation, bye-bye. That's not cruelty. That's the rule book. So this guy, kicking him out, that's not cruelty. That's not a tragedy of his rights being violated. He has no rights. It's privileges revoked. Not rights, privileges. Now think about this again. You're inviting somebody in your home. You're welcome to the couch. You can have all the coffee you want. You have the peace and quiet. But if you start carving up the furniture or plotting to blow the roof off, I don't owe you a bed anymore or matches to light the fuse. Period. America is exactly the same. We have flung the doors open so wide. Millions walk through. And I'm happy about this, to chase their dreams. But that comes with this deal. Don't tear down. You don't do that. You can't take the things that are holding this whole thing together and start taking the beams down. You can't. You're not a citizen. You know, if you hate the beams, you're really rude. But you're also a massive risk. Get the hell out of here. And by the way, I think we have enough cracks in our foundations without handing out free hammers. I don't know about you, but I'm like, hey, we shouldn't give hammers to everybody that comes in here. We should take those hammers away. So, if history is a teacher, and that teacher's got some scars to show you, this isn't about free speech, because that's sacred for you and me. We're citizens. If you're born here or you swear an oath, you have skin in the fight. You can rant, you can rave, you can burn flags if you want. That's your call. Your family, you've earned the voice. Green card holders, you're our guest. You know, you want to do whatever you want, that's fine. Get the hell out. Period. We have to guard the gate. You see what's happening in Europe. It's not good. It's not good at all. We cannot go down that route. Green card holder, you're preaching terror. Bye-bye. Stirring chaos. See you later. Spitting on the values that open the frickin' door for you. Bye-bye. Want to stay? Build. Don't burn. Period.